Today I'm going to do Jamaican Grater Cake. And these are my ingredients. I got 2 dry coconut. I got ginger, powdered ginger. And I've got some vanilla flavoring. Got some dark sugar. And I've got a grater. So I'm going to do Grater Cake as close to authentic as possible. What is authentic Grater Cake? Authentic Grater Cake is done with dark sugar, dry coconut, actual ginger, and that's it really. One thing that makes Jamaican Grater Cake or Jamaican drops authentic is having a banana leaf. I grew up eating these sweets. You know, my mother used to make it, her mother used to make it, and what they used to do is after it's done, is put it in a banana leaf. And that banana leaf makes it authentic. Fancy Grater Cake is with food coloring, mostly red food coloring and white food coloring. But Grater Cake is like a dessert or a sweet for the kids. As we used to say in Jamaica, nice up your mouth. So let's get on with my Grater Cake at best. If you're not in Jamaica and you can't have a banana leaf, you know, you just have to resort to maybe a plate, maybe some aluminum foil, or maybe some grease paper. So first thing first, I need to break my coconut. So I'm going to break my coconut and I'm going to show, this is a hammer. You know, in Jamaica we used to use a big stone and just knock it and it breaks, you know. So here I'll just use a hammer. I'll try my best if I could keep what we call the ox. Alright, first thing first, in every coconut, there's only one of the eyes that can open. And the way to know which eye it is just to feel one is going to be softer than the other. And it's this one here. And you just turn your knife in it. Get like a ice pick or something like, you know, this here. Then that's the coconut water coming out. It takes longer to come out this way because only one hole is open. Now for breaking my coconut. Tell when it cracks. Yeah, and that's it. It's coconut, it's like that. So that's coconut 1. This coconut is extremely dry, and I know that it's extremely dry because I can't hear any water in it. So for this one, same treatment. It's extremely dry, so it comes right out. I could tell that it's extremely dry. And that knowledge comes from years of living in Jamaica. So this one, I'll show you real quick. You could just cut it open. It's still good, still great, still good to use. Careful how you take this out. Make sure that you use a dull knife, like a dinner knife. Not a steak knife, not a sharp knife. Just a regular knife, because you don't want to slip and cut yourself. So the idea is just to go around it with a little bit of pressure until it's out. Now I've got my coconut. You can cut them to the size that's going to work for you, because I've got a blender, but I'm not using a blender. I'm doing this old school. Old school simply means I'm going to grate these. So again, careful with a handmade grater like this, because over the years I've had many little accidents with my finger. So here we go, gratering. Now I've got my coconut grated and ready. So the next step is gonna put this in some hot water. So I'm gonna get my hot water ready. 1, 2. My water is boiling, as you can see. Water is boiling. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 of these cups of sugar, brown sugar. That's 1 cup. That's 2 cups. And the idea here is to try to caramelize the sugar. Just stir until all the sugar is dissolved, and after the sugar is dissolved, you wait and let it boil a bit because you want this to get thickened like a syrup. What I'm gonna do now, as it's boiling, is I'm gonna add my flavors to it. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's more like 1.5, but that'll work. And then I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of powdered ginger. Then I'll just stir my ingredients. As you can see, it's down to a decent boil. And now I will add my grated coconut into it. That's my 2 small coconut grated, but not down to a nub, because you know those man-made graters, you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll hurt yourself using them. So now I'll stir it. And I will wait for it to boil some more. The reason why I put it in so early is because I want the coconut to get a little cooked as it's being boiled, so it's nice and digestible. Boiling at this moment, so what I just done is turn down my stove as it all comes together. Now as you can see, it's boiling, but it's calmer, and you just have to let it keep boiling. See, it has reached its thickness. Of course I could sit it a little longer, but I don't want to do that. If I sit it a little longer, it will take less time to dry, but I'm happy with this. I'll just use this scoop And this will represent my banana leaf today. And what I'll do is just scoop out the sizes I would like. That represents 1. That represents 2. It's getting hard already, so it's a good promise. I'm keeping it as real as possible. You know, as a kid, when my mom finished doing this, I would eat this bit. It's hot, so I'll get my son involved so you can have the experience, modern day style. Come on in. Okay. You can see it's already hardening. So, wife is here. She'll be in on the fun. It's hot, but it's very good.
Be extra careful.
Well, this is not recommended. I'm pleased to say this is how you make Jamaican Grater Cake.